Alright, so apparently, yeah, it's been under 30 minutes, so basically I could just either put all the bosses in one video or just split them. I mean, no, put it on one video because I want it to be in parts, so yeah, that's how it's going to go. And it's already, actually it's already 7, oh yeah, it's already 7 o'clock. I'll stop at around 7:30. Yeah, this, like I said, this gameplay is going to be kind of short because my university is like serving food and everything. Plus, my brother, I don't know if he'll show up a little early. I mean, he's out for a while, but I really want to get some food and stuff because I'm starving. So, but yeah, but I mean, we'll do this, and but now I guess I could talk about what I actually do want to talk about every time I start a new video game series, which is how I discovered this game in the first place. Now, bear in mind that now, as I mentioned before, this is actually my very first Kirby game. Like, everything I knew about Kirby, I knew about from this game. So another thing that kind of surprised me was that I actually thought King Dedede was a good guy. Like, I had no idea that he was like one of Kirby's like arch rivals and stuff. So I was kind of surprised when I was at my babysitter's place. She had the VCR tape of Kirby Right Back at Ya, the first volume that contains the first episode and stuff. So I was actually shocked to finding out like that King Dedede is actually like a villain, So yeah, so what happens is you just turn into that. I really don't like this ability, so I'm not going to use it. So I was kind of shocked to find out how Kirby is like a bad guy and how cruel he is and everything. Like I was wondering, well, why is he like this? I thought he was a good guy. It turns out, like even in this game, when you first meet him, he's also, a bad guy. Like when you first see him, as you see how he was treating towards Kirby when he found that shard. But of course, he helps you because you helped him. And that's also, it's actually kind of a thing now. Like, King Dedede, I mean, you still fight him and stuff, but you basically only fight King Dedede when he's, like, possessed by something, Like, a great example would be in Kirby, what was that game? Yeah, that's the game. That's what I was like, wondering, oh, shit, I forgot the title. Kirby's Triple Deluxe, when the entire point, the start of this game is that you had to rescue King Dedede from, is his name Taranzia or something? I apologize if I got it wrong, but it's kind of like Tarantula, but a little like weird or something. So yeah, I apologize. I know the main villain in that game is Queen Sectonia. I know that much. But yeah, but that guy, he kidnaps King Dedede, thinking that, oh, he's the guy, the main, the main guy that would stop Queen Sectonia, when in reality it was Kirby. But he mistook King Dedede for Kirby, so he captured Dedede instead. And then he basically, when you make it to him, he then possesses King Dedede, and you have to fight him. And what I really loved about that King Dedede fight, it was honestly the best King Dedede fight like ever, because like the fact that not only like you fight him with his strongest hammer, and he becomes like you fight him as masked Dedede, but then once you defeat him, he gets into his second form and basically wields an axe, and you have to fight him while he wields the axe and stuff. So he becomes like even stronger, and his attack combos are so like out of this world. It's insane. I love it. But enough about that. Like, now about how I thought King Dedede was a good guy, when it turns out he isn't originally. But nowadays in the modern Kirby games, you fight him while he's possessed. He's kind of a good guy most of the time actually now, and I'm actually kind of happy for that. It's like kind of a little bit of character development. I mean, of course, you still fight him while he's possessed. I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. Like you fight King Dedede and stuff. He's like one of the guys that you have to fight and everything, and also a villain. But he was a villain and stuff in the beginning. But of course, later in the series, as the series progresses, he actually becomes a good guy, and he is kind of a good guy now, I would say, because now Kirby faces even more insane enemies and stuff. So yeah, but basically onto, oh wow, the sand fills up. I love how it does that. How it fills up and everything. But on to how I discovered this game and everything. So yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been to my babysitter's house and everything. And you know how I said how I discovered Paper Mario, and Paper Mario was my first game. Well, just like Paper Mario, this game is also my first game, you know? My first Kirby game in the series. My first, like I thought Paper Mario was my first exposure to Mario, this game was my first exposure to Kirby. And I played it at my babysitter's place because you know, her son actually has a whole collection of games, and that was one of the few things like I envied him, that he has this huge game collection, and I don't, not that it's not because of my parents, it's just because he's in the know of the types of games that are out there, and I haven't. So I mean, actually I wasn't really that jealous, but I was like just yeah, I wasn't jealous, but I want to point that out there. I was just like so fascinated. I was like, holy shit, this guy has every game imaginable, you know? Fuck. Okay, I'm getting kind of good at this a little bit. Yeah, so it was from my babysitter's place. He had this game, and that was my first exposure. I remember when I first played this game, I'm wondering what's over there. It's like one, oh yeah, just one of these. I was wondering, like, you know, what this game was, and she allowed me to play it. And of course, I thought you have to use the control stick, when in reality you have to use the D-pad. So I remember I was stuck at that part with Wispy Woods, because it's where when you start the pop star thing, it's it's rock. Okay, that's interesting. Ah, fuck, that's not what I was trying to do, but it just rolled me over. Oh well, that's okay. Yeah, at least we now know what that does. I thought it was a blade. I didn't know it was. Let's keep this for now, actually. Yeah, electricity seems pretty badass for now. Oh, I actually saw the demo, actually, and I saw something that may come in handy. Can it? Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, actually, this will work. I mean, a little bit, but yeah, something like that, I guess. We'll stick with that for now. Okay, you press B to get rid of it. That's good. You can't use your shield for that. Oh, I don't need the ice cream. I'm gonna get that anyway. Fuck it, why not? So, yeah, so I thought you had to use the control stick, you had to use a D-pad, so it's kind of stuck on the Wispy Woods boss, not moving, so I was wondering, why wasn't this working? And she didn't really come and help me. I kind of just gave up and shut it off, but then of course, I don't know how I discovered it. Maybe I saw I saw the guy, like, you know, the son of the babysitter. I mean, would I say he kind of wasn't really my friend per se. He was just someone that I hung around with. I would say an acquaintance, because I mean, we were not really that close. We kind of had some fights here and there, but you know, he was pretty nice and stuff. But we were not that close. So honestly, he was kind of like my acquaintance, I would say. Maybe friend, but I mean, you know what, I would say acquaintance. We didn't really talk much intimately and like do stuff. We were just there. Like, he was the son of the babysitter. We hung out and everything, but that was about it. We were not that close. I'm sorry that sounds kind of, you know, like, oh, you know, unfortunate, I would say, but it is what it is. You know, that's just kind of, we were in good terms, bear in mind, all the way to the end, you know. I remember the last time I saw him was when we were playing Luigi's Mansion, and I got to King Boo. We got to King Boo, and we didn't really defeat him. My mom said it was time for me to go, and I went, and I never saw him again, unfortunately. But that's just how it is. Like, you make friends along the way, but then you never see them and stuff. Even though he wasn't really my friend, he was my acquaintance. Or I would say companion. You know what? Maybe companion. No, acquaintance. Maybe I could say because it's like you have acquaintance, I think companion is the same as friends, so like, yeah, I'd stick with acquaintance. Yeah, so that's how it's going to be. So yeah, oh shit, this is so weird. Whoa, they throw shit. Can I use this? I don't know if I can. Okay, yeah, I got that. Yeah, we'll only get the shards that are easier to get, you know. The hard ones I'll basically figure it out on YouTube, you know? Yeah. Should I stick with this? I mean, it's kind of hard to maneuver. Maybe I'll stick with it until I find something better, yeah. Oh shit, this thing crushes. Hold on. Yeah, there we go, yeah, this crushes. Does it work if you go over it? Oh, okay. No. It only works when you step on it. Okay, that's good. Let me get rid of this. This one is he a blade? Yeah, it's a blade. I want to keep the blade. Oh, give me a big one. Nice. I love the big one. Hold on. First, let's get some health. What this does is it does this. It's pretty sweet. Oh, they respawn. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if there's a crystal shard somewhere in these things, but right now we're just... Oh, good. Oh, fuck. Not see that fish. Jesus. So anyway, so yeah, so I don't know how I discovered how to move the Kirby character. Either it was probably from that kid or... Oh shit, I did not see that. Hold on. Is there a shard above? No, there isn't. It was probably from that kid, and he probably showed me how to move, or maybe I figured it out on my own. But then, okay, so then once I got the gist of the controls that apparently you have to use the D-pad and not the control stick, that's when I knew that, okay, yeah, that's how you control Kirby. Oh shit. You know what's weird? That this, that helicopter character, that helicopter monster apparently has ice, but it never uses ice. So I find that, so I find it kind of weird, you know, how you don't see it using ice, but it's ice, you know. Just thought I'd just point that out, you know. Alright. We're making some oh, you get to control as King Dedede, sweet. Yeah, so basically in some parts you get to use King Dedede and you control him and stuff, and he gets to use the hammer. Can he float? Oh, he can't. Oh, he can't float. That's weird. Because that's a traditional like ability King Dedede, you know, does and stuff. There's a tomato over there. I have to have it because I'm low in health. So anyway, so yeah, I discovered how to control it, and also I think before I actually played the game, I actually saw that kid, you know, how he plays it. And maybe yeah, I probably saw from him because I saw the fights he's done, the battles and everything. And I soon like learned what he does and everything, and I think maybe that's how I was like, oh okay, so you have to do it like this. These are the copy abilities. That's what this does. That's what that does. Go here. Don't go there. That kind of thing. So maybe I probably did learn it from him in a way. Oh okay. Let me see if I can get that shard because I don't think it's that hard to get. So hold on. Let me see if I can get it. The easy ones I'll get. The hard ones I'll skip. But you know. Something like this I can get. Anyway, yes, gotta go here. And I'm already full health, that's good. Oh shit, yeah, I gotta watch out for those dino things. Also, I'm aware if you absorb an enemy and you don't like absorb it, and you just press the up arrow from the N64 controller, you get to use the enemy and it like attacks like. Or you could throw it and it just does something like those kinds of things that like you could use as an attack and stuff. Also, fun fact, I don't know if you've heard it, but when King Dedede gets hit, he makes an oof sound. That oof sound is basically Masahiro. I think that's how you pronounce it. I deeply apologize. Is it like you know Sakurai? I was gonna say his full name, Masahiro Sakurai. I don't know if that's. I know it starts with an M, but you know Sakurai. Basically, I actually call him Daddy Sakurai because that's who he is. Honestly, he's Daddy Sakurai. Like you know Sakurai. Like I love what he does for Nintendo. Like he's the second biggest Nintendo guy after before Shigeru. I mean before Shigeru Miyamoto. You know, Shigeru Miyamoto is number 1 and Daddy Sakurai is number 2. You know, so fuck. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting... I didn't really need any health. Oh yeah, I was gonna get health, but I actually needed like a 1-up or something. Let me see. Okay, it's 7:15. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could do just... Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna call it off here because I'm actually kind of starving. No. Actually, actually before I call it off, I have to finish. I need to finish off the thoughts on how I discovered this game and everything. You know, so once I finish that, then I can stop and everything. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, so I basically like learned everything there is to this game and stuff, like how to play and everything, all because of like from my babysitter and stuff. And it was really, I'm like, you know, I'm glad I actually discovered this game because it was one of my like favorite like childhood, you know, memories and stuff. Like, but yeah, I mean, you know, like, so I've been playing this game and everything, and that's all I've been doing. I played all the levels by the way and everything. I've learned how to do it, and I learned all the. Oh, can I? Oh, okay. Well, there is a way to get there, but oh, maybe you have to go through the other way. Yeah, I think so. Oh, maybe it's that brown thing. Oh, but I don't know how to. I don't think I could get it unless I have a certain ability. I'll figure it out like just by going on YouTube and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I learned everything about this game, and this is how I was exposed to Kirby, and then ever since I became a huge Kirby fan, just for how the game is and everything. But I always thought, you know, this is the only game that you could combine 2 copy abilities, but it turns out that apparently, you know, that's only in this game, but in all the other Kirby games, you can only have just 1 copy ability. But I mean, it was pretty nice that I was exposed to just this. Oh shit! These sands contain one of those things that like they're like those traps. They like come and eat you or something. I have to try to avoid. Oh, but I think one of them like goes down. I guess. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, that was the case. Oh, but one of them gets you to where the shard is. Okay, good to know. Alright, next time. Anyway, let's go this way, see if there's anything good. Maybe a shard. Oh no, it's just this. Yeah, so... Yeah, I guess the next game after that I think I played was Kirby Nightmares in Dreamland, and you know, it kind of got me into the gist of the Kirby stuff, like, you know, because bear in mind, after I played this game, then I watched the show Kirby Right Back At Ya with, you know how I said I thought King Dedede was a good guy, but it turns out he wasn't. And then I discovered the other character, Meta Knight, and unfortunately Meta Knight is not in this game, hence that's why I was like, who's this Meta Knight? Like, I did not know who this character was, but it's because it turns out like Meta Knight's not in this game, but he is also another arch rival of Kirby that, you know, is very prominent besides King Dedede. So he's not in this game, but I saw him from the show, and hence the show, both this game and Kirby Right Back At Ya kind of got me the gist of the Kirby lore, I would say. So I could say both this game and Kirby Right. I also know that the real name of the show that I watched is Kirby of the Stars, but the 4Kids dub is localized as Kirby Right Back At Ya. I mean, you know, you could pick either one. Either one's actually pretty alright, but of course Kirby Right Back At Ya, because they wanted to advertise this show as like this, oh, hip, badass, like, you know, show and everything, where in reality Kirby's just a colorful, like, pink puffball that basically just faces against gods and everything, you know? That's basically the gist of Kirby. But I mean, of course, Kirby is also a badass, by the way, but I mean, of course, you know, they had to localize it to the American audience. That's basically why they called it, you know, Right Back At Ya. Shit, I gotta, like, avoid these things. It's really hard to attack it underwater. Oh, fuck. Anyway, so, yeah, so this game and the show, you know, exposed me to the Kirby lore, I would say. So, you know, it was really interesting to find, you know, oh shit, to find these different things related to, you know, to Kirby from the media that I consume, like, what I'm trying to say is, I mean, the show, like, Kirby Right Back At Ya and this game. But of course, like, you know, this game only has some stuff. Oh, fuck. I was hoping I could go over there, but I had to. Yeah, okay. I dodged it. I'm good. So, yeah, that's kind of how I discovered, you know, the Kirby series, just from this game and the show. Hold on. Can I make it? Ah, fuck. It's really hard. How much do I still have left? Jeez. I'm really going through with this. I still have time. I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I can complete this level and everything. I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not? I have eaten I have left at around 7:30, and gotten to my meals like, you know, on time, so I think I'm good. This level's pretty cool, by the way. It's like an electricity or like a techno world sort of thing. It's one of my favorite levels, by the way. So I thought it was like pretty interesting. I really love the level designs in this game, and in this game in general, it's like just so good, you know. Oh shit! There we go. I have to kill that pig, and now I have to go in. This is kind of like a spaceship a little bit, you know. Yeah, I'm not worried about my brother like showing up randomly. I'm pretty sure, you know, he did say it's over 2 hours, and I'm definitely playing this game like less than that. So I'm pretty much good, I would say. And even if he does catch me and stuff, if by unfortunate chance he does catches me and stuff of what I'm doing, I basically will just tell him that I just make video recordings as my diary and stuff, but I don't upload them on YouTube. I just make it as a diary, that kind of thing. And he'll definitely understand. He'll definitely think that that's what I actually do. But in reality, it's like I make YouTube videos, that kind of thing. So I could get this one. Okay, we gotta go down. Yes. I have to be careful not to get crushed because you can get killed by just these things. Okay, made it. Oh, and then there's these enemies. Oh shit. Oh, usually Adelon. Oh, you have to have a certain ability in order to see this thing. I think it's electricity related. But yeah, but then when you see what she can do, then you have to press the buttons in a certain order. At the moment, I do not know the pattern, so I'm gonna have to skip it. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, so on to about discovering Kirby and stuff. So I discovered it from Kirby Right Back At Ya and Kirby 64, and then I learned more about the Kirby lore and everything from Kirby's Nightmares in Dreamland. That's where it exposed me to, you know, Meta Knight and even Nightmare, where in the show he's actually he's called NME in the show, but his real name's Nightmare. NME is a fucking crappy name, honestly, but they basically named him that way in the 4Kids dub. Basically, I'm assuming maybe because it's like not too, you know, edgy or scary or something like that. Because, you know, like take for example Nightmare Enterprises in the actual anime, it's actually called Holy Nightmare or something. They took out the holy because, you know, like Christianity and all that stuff. Like, they removed anything that they think is offensive or the kids wouldn't understand. When in reality, they basically kind of just butchered it. Now, to be fair, Kirby Right Back At Ya wasn't really that bad. It was honestly one of the few decent dubs out there for a kids show. Because the main reason why it's like that, because mainly for the simple fact because Kirby in general, like Kirby of the Stars, the Japanese anime, was already a kids show to begin with, so there wasn't like a lot of, it's not like One Piece, you know, where there was a lot of stuff that they cut out, you know, but in Kirby Right Back At Ya, they did censor a lot of stuff, but not a whole lot to the point where it devalued the show. It was still good even as a dub, basically. Like, it was a decent, alright dub. Get it? Ah, fuck, I missed. I have to face the... Yeah. Okay, so I'll face this boss and then I'll call it a day. Because I was going pretty quick. So yeah, this will be the last boss I'll face, and then I'll call it a day. I basically explained everything about how I discovered Kirby and everything. But yeah, so that's how I discovered Kirby, from this game, from Kirby Right Back At Ya. And then, of course, from Kirby's Nightmares in Dreamland, which brought me to the traditional, like, sense. There's traditional, like, Kirby lore, I would say. Like, what Kirby is all about. Like, how you fight King Dedede, and, you know, oh shit. And how there's Meta Knight as your arch rival. And basically the gist of the Kirby games where you fight King Dedede and you fight Meta Knight, and then you have to face some demonic, like, being in order to save the world. Which basically includes Nightmare and other, you know, gods or like goddesses, like these really powerful enemies. Because, you know, what's fascinating about what's really nice, what's really badass about the Kirby series is, like, it's one of the few game series where, like, Kirby is so OP that the villains in this game, like the main bosses, the main villains, have to be like, he has to fight literal gods in order to, you know, save his world. And that's what I love about Kirby. I'll talk about why I love the Kirby series in a later gameplay. Because right now, like, I'm almost done with this one. So anyway, the gist of this is that you have to, what's special about these monsters, this monster I would say, is that you have to defeat it with a certain color-coded, you know, these color-coded things, you know? So that's basically how you defeat it. It's pretty easy, you know. Of course, it's immune to anything. Like when I had that like one attack, that blade attack, it wouldn't do anything to it because that you can only kill it if you throw its projectiles at it. That matches its color, you know. So anyway, another cutscene. Look at this. This is pretty funny, by the way. Kirby wants food. He's basically like me right now. I just love how they're just eating, they're just chilling and everything, and Adeline can make food out of thin air. That's pretty badass. And next is, I don't know what this plant is. Is it Water Star or something like that? I don't know. King Deity just fucking grabs him. Even though he's my ally, he could still be a jackass. Aqua Star. Oh, okay, that's what it's called. But yeah, I guess I've said everything. It's under an hour, so I apologize if this gameplay is rather short, but I only started this mainly just so then I can, you know, do the battle, the fights before and everything, and like, you know, get that one over with. If you're wondering why I'm stuck on this screen, because basically I can't go back to the title screen. I mean, no, I'll just leave it like that. That's fine. So. Yeah, I don't know how my brother's schedule is going to be like, but I will play. I think I will play tomorrow, hopefully, because I don't know if I might oversleep. But I will wake up early, because I had to wake up early today for my morning class, so maybe I can fall asleep and get those hours of sleep and then wake up, you know, at 11 or 12. I'll also text my brother to... No, actually, I don't need to text him. He'll be in class. I don't think he'll come, you know, early. Actually, I'll tell him if you're... You know, that I'll probably play in the morning. I mean, I don't think I have to. I don't think he's coming back early. But yeah, so I guess you guys now know the gist of how I discovered the Kirby series, basically from those three things, both this game and Kirby, Kirby Right Back at Ya, the first volume of the show, the first 3 episodes, and Kirby's Nightmares in Dreamland. That's basically how I got the gist of it. I always thought Nightmare was like the main villain of the Kirby series. Turns out it's not the case. The reason why I thought that, because in the show Kirby Right Back at Ya, they made Nightmare the main villain of the show, rather than like say Zero or something like that. So, but yeah, now I've said everything. It's definitely my time to go, so I'm gonna now go have a nice meal, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing this again. So yeah, anyway, oh yeah, actually, before I go, you know how I said I was going to collect all the shards, because the one thing that I haven't done in this game, I have not played the secret final boss, believe it or not. I've only mainly just played the one final boss that's not the main boss. I've done him, because you know how back then when I was a kid, I couldn't do this kind of thing because it's like really hard and everything. I mainly just did this over and over, and I always saw the bad ending, but I like didn't care about that. I thought that was the good ending all this time, and it turns out it was the bad ending. So I'm going to collect all the shards so that I could actually fight the final boss, because that's what I'm going to do, and I have never done it. I have seen YouTube videos of that fight, but I have not played it myself, so I'm really looking forward to doing that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to complete all this, just streamlining it, going through everything. Then I'm going to go on YouTube or the internet to find how to get the other shards and all that. And then we'll fight the main secret boss to this game. And I'm really excited to doing this. So it's kind of like killing 2 birds with one stone. I'm like making a gameplay, and I'm doing something you know, brand new. You know, kind of like the Persona 3, like what I hope to do in the future when I move out of the state. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Look forward to that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.